Welcome back to the channel. Y'all already know I'm the host. I go by the name of Mr. Authentic, aka Timbo Payne. And tonight, my co-host is the lovely Miss Crystal Diamond. And the title of our show is How to Know If the Other Person is the One. If you're a woman, how to know if the man is the one. And if you're a man, how to know if the woman is the one. You ready, Miss Crystal?
I'm ready.
Okay, well, we're gonna listen to some music, man, and y'all just stay tuned and catch us on the other side of this song, and we're gonna kick it off. Let's go.
Yeah. Oh, thinking vibe. Drip top, baby. Listen. Baby, I don't know nothing. In my mind like you do. Baby, I don't know nothing. Calm my soul when I'm through. Baby, I don't know nothing. Read my side, read my pain. Baby, I don't know nothing. Love me real, not the fame. Baby, I don't know nothing. Match your all when you walk. Baby, I don't know nothing. Speak true when you talk. Baby, I don't know nothing. Keep me grounded when I float. Baby, I don't know nothing. Hold me down when I broke. Baby, I don't know nothing. Nothing like you. Baby, I don't know nothing. That's true. Baby, I don't know nothing. In my heart, in my brain. Baby, I don't know nothing. Even close to your lane. Baby, I don't know nothing. In the flesh or the spirit. Baby, I don't know nothing. When I see it, I feel it. Baby, I don't know nothing. Feel me deep in my chest. Baby, I don't know nothing. Pass every test. Baby, I don't know nothing. Stay solid when it's hard. Baby, I don't know nothing. See the man, not the scars. Baby, I don't know nothing. Match your mind, how you think. Baby, I don't know nothing. Turn my chaos to peace. Baby, I don't know nothing. Pray for me when I'm wild. Baby, I don't know nothing. Let me grow, let me child. Baby, I don't know nothing. Baby, I don't know nothing. Whole world out there, but I'm blind to it. Baby, I don't know nothing. Baby, I don't know. Baby, I don't know nothing like you. Baby, I don't know nothing. That's true. Yeah, baby, I don't know nothing. Mentally, spiritually. Baby, I don't know nothing. Socially, lyrically. Baby, I don't know nothing. What with God, how you do? Baby, I don't know nothing. It's just you, baby, I don't know nothing. Ride with me in the storm. Baby, I don't know nothing. Love me raw, love me warm. Baby, I don't know nothing. See the future in my eyes. Baby, I don't know nothing. Tell me truth, never lies. Baby, I don't know nothing. Hold me up when I doubt. Baby, I don't know nothing. What this life about without you. Baby, I don't know nothing. Even when I got options. Baby, I don't know nothing. You the one, no adoption. Baby, I don't know nothing. No comparison. Mine. Baby, I don't know. Baby, I don't know nothing but you. Yeah. Offense. Baby, I don't know nothing but you. Yeah.
Okay, let me know how you would go about knowing rather this is the one. From a woman's perspective, when you meet a man and y'all start dealing with each other, what would be some signifiers, some things that would give you an idea like, okay, I think I'm dealing with the one?
I think I immediately have to start with the deal breakers because
Okay, yeah, come with that.
there's gonna be things,
Okay,
some things that right off the bat, it's gonna be a deal breaker for me. And
okay,
um, because there's some things that still just off limit. Um, Married men. Um, is definitely a deal breaker for me. Some people don't care, can look over the fact, but it's a deal breaker for me. Um, I've found it hard for long distance relationships to be. It's not a deal breaker, but it's something that I will look more into now, uh, after trying it. So it would be have to something that I could have to consider as well. Far as how do I know whether the person is for me? Um, Number one is gonna be how he treats me and make me feel. Um, the respect that he shows me. Does he try to take up a relationship with just me, or does he include my kids? Um, and try to also include in, get a relationship with them as well. Because if we're gonna do this, we're gonna be, one family. So how we go in is how we start going in is what I'm gonna get. You know, I'm not gonna expect to get something different than what I see in front of me. So does he take up time with my kids? Do he hold me when I'm upset or crying and just need somebody to be there? Do he make me feel safe? Uh, do he is he, mentally, financially, and ready for the responsibility? Because that make a lot of people think that that doesn't make a difference, but it just puts a lot of stress on two people that's not ready to go into one financially bonded. So there's a lot of things that you have to look at when you're asking yourself, is this the person for me? Uh, does he have a temper? Is he quick to anger? Uh, because those things are not going to change. If he's showing those behavior right now, it's going to continue over into the relationship. It's just a lot of things that I look at. One deal breaker is when a man asks me, "What do you bring to the table?" That's been a debatable subject on Facebook and social
Okay,
media
but
for.
why, okay, but why is that a deal breaker if he want to know what you bring to the table though?
I didn't
If he
say it
want to
was a
know,
deal breaker. That's more of a pet peeve of mine. It's not really a deal breaker, but it's a pet peeve.
but I'm saying, is it wrong for him to want to know what you like to hear you verbalize what you bring to the table, especially if you know you bringing something to the table?
I wouldn't
Like if
say
a
it was.
woman, if a woman asks me what I bring to the table, that wouldn't rub me the wrong way because I know that I do bring something to the table, right? So it wouldn't
Yeah.
rub me the wrong way. And I think that she got a right. That's a part of communication to me. When you communicate, I think everything should be able to be expressed. That's what I'm saying about the words that's not said. See, the words that's not said, that can destroy a relationship too now, the things that are not said. And
Yeah,
even though
that
you might not like that what you bring to the table, but that might be something that he need to ask, and that can open up deeper levels of communication.
I don't like that terminology. What do you bring to the table? I just don't like that. It's just something personal with me. I'm talking about me. I'm not talking about nobody else. We all
Right.
have the right to agree or disagree. I don't like the terminology of what you bring to the table. And it's not because I don't bring anything to the table. Let's not get it wrong. Don't
Right.
misunderstand
I
me.
no, no, I'm
But
not.
it's
I'm not.
no, well, I know it's more than you listening. So I'm just saying, I don't want nobody to misunderstand what I'm saying. I'm not saying this because I don't bring anything to the table. It's just coming from a man, it sounds different. Because number one, we bring you to the table. Couldn't get to the table without a woman having to birth you into this world. So we bring everything to the table. Because if it wasn't for us, you wouldn't even exist. So
And
I don't like the
salute to the
terminology.
women. Salute
Yeah,
to the women
salute to the women.
that's birthing the children because you right, y'all are the gateway to
Yeah,
to life. But
to
and
life.
I get what you're saying,
Okay.
right?
Yeah. But that's not the only reason. That's not the only reason why I don't like the terminology. The other reason why I don't not like the terminology is because um It's okay to ask, but a real man don't ask those questions.
I can't agree with that.
I had a man that tell me that a real man don't wants to know what a woman bringing to the
But
table because
okay,
it's
but
his
see,
God
but
gave him the responsibility. God gave the man the responsibility to take care of his family. So why you want to know
okay,
what she bring to the table? And I'm not just talking
be,
about financially, you
okay,
know.
but Crystal, because this is 2026. This is
Yes,
2026. So that's what I'm saying. Modern women can't, and I get what you know, the man's supposed to be the provider, XYZ, but modern women, they can't expect to get what the old school conventional women got because it's not the same. Men too. I'm not just saying women.
yeah,
Men
yeah,
can't even expect, like men can't even expect women to submit to them just like women did to the men old school because those men, yeah, those women, most of them didn't even work. The man did bring home the bacon. He went out and provided while she took care of the household. That was the understanding right there. But like now today, most women work.
they
More
do.
women work than more women work than men these days.
Yeah, that's true.
So
That's true.
what I'm saying is, and I heard on social media they asked this one woman, what do you bring to the table? She said that she the table.
She
That's
the
what she
table.
said.
Because
She
the man
said,
wouldn't be they wouldn't be here without her. The thing
okay,
of it
but guess
is
what?
a better
We went, hold on, let's be real. We wouldn't be here without the man either now. See, that's what we gotta come on now. We gotta call it all the way straight
yeah,
now.
you're right. It takes a man
Look,
to also make it does. But you know
what
what?
my boy,
I
who
can
that it take two to make the thing go right.
it take two to make a
Okay,
thing
so it can't be just a woman. She can't bring a child into
in
this
the world by itself.
world.
You're right.
She can't.
You're right.
Now,
You're right.
now the man, he can't either. But then the woman,
However,
she's the
yeah, it
incubator
takes
and she carries the child for 9 months. We know that, but it takes
yeah, she
both of them
birthed them into
to,
the world. She birthed them into the
yeah.
world. You're right. I think a more better, and I'm just talking about me. This word may not bother nobody else. It's just pet peeve for me because you was asking me. So that's why I'm giving it to you
Right,
from my point of view. I think a
right.
better terminology for me would be, Crystal, how can we build together? Let's see what we can build together as a team. You know, I like that
One,
terminology better.
I think a lot of, like I'm saying, I know I did ask you, but I look at it from, you know, every angle. I think a lot of men ask that question because a lot of men, a lot of times, you know, the woman ain't bringing number pussy to the table.
Well, and it can be vice versa.
A
It
lot
could
of
be
time,
either way.
the man, listen, a lot of time the man ain't bringing number dick to the table, like for real.
Yeah,
Look,
yeah,
I'm not here to put no gender down. I'm talking
yeah,
about women and men. Some men, I done been a man that wasn't bringing number dick to the table.
yeah. So what we're
I have
saying
been that
is
guy.
that
So
the reason why this question is asked so much because it's asked a lot in this. I didn't used to hear this question before. So lately, in modern times, it's the question
that's
that's
what I'm.
asked now more than
Yeah,
any other question. So you think it's so? Why do you think that is again? Because I need to know why.
because okay, see, look, you're a woman, so you don't deal with women. You're not a lesbian. You're a heterosexual woman. So,
Definitely.
but in modern times, this is what I'm trying to tell you.
Hmm.
You got some women out here that ain't bringing nothing but pussy to the table. That's it. I'm talking about they ain't bringing no. They don't have a job, so they ain't bringing no money. They got their hand out to you. And then they not bringing you no peace. They not bringing you no happiness. They got a bad attitude. Every time you come home, they going off. So what is this? And like I said, you got some good women out here, but what is this particular woman bringing to the table?
Yeah,
Some
you're right.
fact,
Yeah, I mean,
you know. Now
that's
for the
all.
wo- now for the woman that got a job, so she can say, okay, well, I got my own finances. If she's a peaceful woman, she can say, hey, I bring peace. You know what I'm saying? If she know how to lift that man's spirit, guess what? I know how to bring you joy. It's a lot of things she could bring to the table besides pussy. But I'm saying some women, that's pretty much the bulk of what they bring to the table. They're not giving you no happiness. They're not giving you no peace. They're not giving you no joy. Like, they're not giving you none of that. And then a lot of women today, they pride themselves on being toxic. Like, I'm talking about a lot of women out there, they say they let you know that they toxic and you're gonna have to put up with this, this toxic behavior, and they not ashamed to say it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I'm saying. If I ask a woman what you bring to the table, I don't think she should be offended. That's just like if she asks me what I bring to the table. If she asks me that, I'm gonna tell her what I think I bring to the table, or what I know I bring to the table. Now I'm gonna say this right here. For me, as a man, one of like a major thing for me that I look for is peace, and not confusion. Because see, a lot of times you get with a woman and it's a lot of confusion, and you always feel drained. You always feel turmoil in your spirit. I think that a woman should, when you a good sign to know whether she is the one, you should feel calm. You should feel natural. It should be natural. It should be organic. It shouldn't be stressful and chaotic. It shouldn't be wondering what she doing, wondering is she faithful, wondering is she loyal, wondering is she gonna betray you. See, all of that is turmoil in a man's mind, and vice versa for a woman. The same thing. That's turmoil to her. If she gotta always be wondering, or if a man always gotta be wondering if she, doing this or doing that. And a lot of times, you said this earlier, that it could be your own actions causing these particular insecurities in your significant other.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah. Well,
So
it's like I said. Okay, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Go ahead with your point.
No, go ahead.
Okay. I was just saying, for me, if a man come to me, and he's trying to get to know me, I prefer him not use those words. Now, he can ask me, so Crystal, how can we build together? Where do you see yourself in 5 years? What's your dream? What's your vision? What's your goals? Those are things that are better asked when it comes to me, instead of just it means the same thing. It does mean the same thing.
But this all I'm saying.
The terminology. What do you bring to the table? I just don't like that terminology.
Okay, and I can get that, but this what you gotta understand right there. You gotta understand this. Okay. When you're talking about communication, and okay, you don't like that, so he can't say that. So the communication out the window right there.
No, I didn't say he can't say it.
Because no, this is what I'm saying. Because you don't like that. And it ain't like he cussing you out. It ain't like he disrespecting you or degrading you. He's just asking you something that's on his mind. And guess what? That done piss you off. So now,
no,
communication.
I'm not gonna get mad. I'm not gonna get mad, because that's only probably uses when you're trying to get to know somebody first, when you first meet somebody.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, y'all.
So, but I'm not gonna get mad like that. It's not that deep. It's just that's what I prefer. It's a pet peeve. It's not a deal breaker. It's not, because when I explain myself, I'm gonna explain it in a way I just said. I'm gonna explain my career, my goals, what I plan to do in 5 years, where I plan to be, where I'm trying to go.
Okay, so that's what you bring to the table.
That's what I bring to the table.
That's what I'm saying. Okay, so to me that's easy. If he asks you what you bring to the table, and you can say, I bring XYZ, my career, my goals, I'm this type of woman. So you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I definitely get
it. So that wouldn't, like I said, it wouldn't
it's not a deal breaker, it's just a pet peeve.
Yeah, but see, pet peeves and communication is bigger than pet peeves. We all got our pet peeves, but if you, this all I'm saying. If you talking about, if this a one night stand or a hookup or something, okay, I get it. I don't want to hear none of that shit. But if this a person that you considering spending the rest of your life with, and you gonna put a pet peeve over communication, see, that's gonna be, you know what I'm saying?
No, it's not going to be that way, because this is somebody that's not just trying to get to know me. That's the first thing they're going to ask me. I already know it. Hey, how you doing? What you bring
I
to the
don't, you
table?
know what? I ain't never asked a woman. I ain't never just came out and asked a woman what you bring to the table. Like, I have never done that. But I'm saying, if a man asks a woman that, or if a woman asks a man that, I think they got the right to ask that question if they talking about being with that person. Now, if they talking about just hooking up, so yeah, then you like, why you asking me something like that? We just about to hook up. But if this is a person you talking about being with, y'all supposed to be able to put anything on the table. I don't get that. Like,
I promise you, I ain't the
communicate.
only one to think like this.
Well, you know what?
A
Like I
lot of
said,
women don't like the terminology. But
and I
like I
get
said,
it,
I'm
and I
explaining
get
it from
and
my point. It's not that, like I said, it's not that it's just that I feel like a grown man that has his business in order and handling his business is not going to ask a woman what you bring to the table. That's just my personal opinion.
Oh, but like I said, hey, but I ain't never asked a woman that. But I think a man, like I said, if this, like I said, if this is just a hookup, y'all really don't need nothing need to be explained. It's a hookup. But if this is a person you considering, you can't put nothing above communication, because communication is what's gonna like really allow y'all to know each other.
Yeah.
See, a lot of people don't even know each other because, like I said, you can't even ask certain women certain things, and certain women can't even ask certain men certain things. And if that line of communication ain't open, I think it's gonna be problems.
It's definitely going to be.
I just
You're
think
definitely right. We said that earlier. That's when I was asking you about the song. Let's straighten it out, because communication can prevent a whole lot of things if we honestly and openly communicate with one another. And I'm not
okay.
saying
This
that
is
it's
what
going to piss me off.
okay. I know not pissed off, but it done rub you the wrong way. So the man can't ask you that. This is what I'm saying, because you're gonna feel, you're not gonna be pissed off, but you're gonna feel a certain type of way. So he might just say, well, you know what, just to keep, and then you know what, a lot of times, just to keep the peace, I ain't gonna even say nothing. I ain't gonna even say it. See, that's what I'm saying. So that's not communication. So now guess what ends? Let me tell you what
He wouldn't
ends
have
up
no
happening a
reason
lot
to
of times.
say that. He wouldn't have no reason to say that. They usually just ask you that when you're first meeting. And
like I said, I've never asked a woman that. Never.
Yeah.
So but I can understand why a man would ask a modern woman that, just to see, okay, like, what do you bring to the table?
From your point of view and from some of the things that you said, I could understand it as well. I'm just saying it's just a pet peeve for me. But like you said, some women may not bring anything to the table, and that man has the right to know that. However, some things are better off seen than not said. I watch people by their actions. And you can say whatever you want to say out of your mouth, but I'm gonna watch what you do and how you move.
Definitely,
So,
but still, we still like communication. If communication is like a cornerstone, like I'm saying, if communication is a cornerstone, should nothing be off limits. Like, even if like, okay, so if this is my significant other, even if I don't like this particular subject, we still should be able to talk about that subject, because it's bothering. It's something that's on this person's mind, and I'm talking about spending my life with this person. And they can't ask me this.
Oh, they can ask anything they want. I'm not saying that I won't communicate, and it's not gonna piss me off. I'm not really easy to piss off. It's not gonna piss me off. I'm just saying it's one of my pet peeves. And I still answer it in the way I want to answer it. However, I still feel like it's only certain men that's gonna ask you're gonna get that question from only certain men that's gonna ask you that. And it may be some that's done had bad experience with women, done had some a lot of women that didn't bring anything to the table. So I can understand that. And they like, I ain't ready to go through this
Okay,
no more. So I'm just gonna ask,
okay, that's
straight out what you got to bring to the table.
to be okay.
Well,
That's yeah, exactly. Just go on and put it up front. Like, why not? We
yeah.
gotta, cause like we not living in 1925,
No,
1935.
we're
We living in 2026, and everything out in the open anyway. So we can't we be trying to play them games that they did back, and it worked back then because like they was living under different rules. We not living under those rules now. Like women are liberated. Women are just they can do whatever they want to do. So if like I said, when a woman asks a man, and women don't understand that, because see, women hold women own sex, men own marriage. I mean this right here. Most of the time when a hookup take place, this man is pursuing this woman, and she got to say yes to sex. Most of the time when a marriage takes place, this woman is the one who pushing for that marriage. Now, sometimes a man is pushing for it, but most of the time the woman is pushing for it, and the man got to say yes. So what I'm saying is this: if a woman expect this man to say yes, and he can't ask certain questions, like to me, like what, like how can I don't see how a person can expect it. Like you want a man to just say, "I'm gonna be with you for the rest of my life," but he can't ask you certain questions. I know you say you're not gonna get pissed off, but like I'm saying, this discussion is just for men and women in general. But
yeah, I got you. Yeah.
y'all definitely got to be able to talk about everything, anything, so y'all can know what am I getting. Even if this question piss you off, that might be a red flag.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like
So the man, it may be a
when we
red flag. Yes,
yeah,
for sure.
yeah, because like if a woman asks me that, I'm not like I don't feel no type of way. She got a right to know that. And then I can say whatever I want to say out my mouth, but at the end of the day, just like you just said, she gotta observe me to see is my actions congruent with my words.
Mm-hmm. True.
What's another way you can you would know whether you did this might be the one.
So far, besides what I've already said, um, through prayer.
Huh?
Because through prayer, I'm gonna take it that step.
Prayer?
Yeah, because sometimes, when we want a mate, we just go out and seek a mate. We don't wait on God to send us a mate,
Right.
and we do it on our own. And it may not even be the person that God desires for us. Somebody that's evenly yoked, somebody that's on the same level as you are spiritually, uh, somebody that you can laugh with and enjoy. Laughter is good. You don't want somebody just
Yeah,
all serious all the time and never have ability to be able to laugh and enjoy life. Somebody that definitely bring peace. Peace is the number one word right now in the time of world of chaos. Everybody wants their peace, and nobody
right.
wants somebody that's going to come and disrupt their peace. So somebody that definitely brings peace to a chaotic world and not going to disrupt my peace that I already had. Um, Somebody that's working, somebody that's sane. And this sound crazy.
Nah,
But when
nah,
you've
nah,
been
they don't. Nah, they
when you've
don't.
been through what I've been through, then it won't sound so crazy after all, you
No,
know.
that don't sound crazy at all.
So there's a lot to look at. Somebody that shares the same values that and the same goals. Somebody that I can build with. Uh, you know, I like to build. I like to increase. And when I say increase, I don't just mean money, finances. I mean, I like to increase, you know, elevate and move to that next level in life. And so that's the journey that I'm on now. So trying to find somebody to match uh that energy can be difficult
Right?
sometimes. Yeah. It could be difficult sometimes.
I'm gonna give you something that I look for. And if I see it, it can give me an idea rather, you know, this it could give me a sign that this might be the one. Like I said earlier, definitely respect,
Okay.
respect,
Mhm.
respect is like I said, the Bible tell the woman to respect her man. So if that woman not respecting, I tell any young man out there, if she's not respecting you, that's number one. You might need to just leave ASAP. But another
Yeah.
thing
I
is,
agree.
ASAP. But another
Mhm.
thing for me is, see, I'm a builder too. I'm trying to build something right now. So a woman that support my
Yeah.
purpose, because I think that people that hear me curse and people that hear me say certain things, but I'm conveying this information. I'm conveying this information to people that probably curse when I be
Mhm.
talking. So but God is the author and the finisher of my life. He the head of my life. And he giving me purpose. So if a woman can't support the purpose that God done set forth for me, that's a deal breaker off top. Because
Yeah, right off top.
like I said, I'm a builder and I'm building something great. So if I'm building something great, they said behind every great man is a great woman.
They're the one.
And I believe, huh? What?
I was just kidding. I said a better
No,
woman, but
what?
I was playing.
Okay,
I said I
well,
was
hey,
playing.
yeah, you say you
Yeah,
was
I
playing,
was
but you know,
playing.
but in a lot of no, but in a lot of cases that could be true. She could, I mean, in a lot of cases, but I'm just gonna say
Well,
behind every
you know,
great man.
there is. It take a good man to have a good woman. I've always heard people say, uh, if you want to know the mind of a man, look at his wife, because her happiness, the way she carry herself, her happiness and her joy depends on how he treats her and how he takes care of
Well,
her.
well,
So
in some cases that's true, but like I said, see, like right now, we dealing with a lot of trauma, men and women,
yeah,
and yeah, so some women can't be happy.
what do
And
you mean they
I'm being when I say that, I'm gonna say this and I mean this wholeheartedly. I'm not talking about all women, but I have dealt with women that can't be happy for more than an hour at a time.
really?
I have dealt with women that can't be happy for more than 1 hour at a time, and this just being real. Meaning this right here, okay, you might go get her the $5,000 ring, and she just happy for that, you know, for that hour. But then something gonna happen, and it can be the smallest thing. The child can come in there crying, and now the whole day, now the whole day messed up, or anything. What I'm saying is, I have dealt with women that they can't be happy for more than an hour at a time. They can be happy in small intervals. And like I tell women, that's why when they say happy wife, happy life, a lot of time that's not true, especially if you got a woman that can't be happy.
Why do you
Cause they say
suppose?
misery love, because they say misery love company too. And if there's a miserable woman and you trying to make her happy, it's not gonna happen. What's gonna end up happening is you're gonna end up being miserable. That's
You're
what's
gonna
probably
end up
gonna happen.
miserable. Well, what is behind the misery? What causes the
Like I said,
unhappiness?
it could be trauma. It's a lot of different things. She could have been just, let me show you something. A woman could
Did
be
you
with a
ask her?
sadistic, huh?
Did you ask her?
Yeah. And she told me, and I understood it. But do I have to be your psychiatrist? Do I
Yes.
have to stick around? No. Do I have to stick around and try to make you happy when you making it hell on me to make you happy? When I got a smile, when the smallest thing can make me happy, but then I'm trying my best to make you happy and it ain't doing no good. And you mad at me because I'm happy just because I'm watching the football game and I'm happy. It don't even take much. I'm just and now you mad because I'm happy watching the football game. Now you want to come here and kick some shit off. You see what I'm saying? Like, this is real. These are things that's going on every day. And I'm not talking about all women. Some women might like to see their man happy, but I'm just talking about what I have seen and what I have been through in life.
Yeah. And it's true. It's not fair to you, but it's probably I'm not taking up nothing because it's not fair to you to make you miserable either. But most of the time, like you say, it's from an unknown trauma because that's not normal. That's not normal behavior. So it's probably
What's not normal behavior?
it's kind of like a bipolar issue. It's either a mental thing or something of that nature or a trauma. So anything could have happened that make a person just walk around and be miserable for no reason, and then one minute she's
No, it's not.
fine.
It's not. But it's not no reason. It definitely. Like I said,
That's
it
what I'm
could be
saying.
trauma.
It's got to be a
So
reason. She
it's
wouldn't be doing
definitely
it
a
for no
reason.
reason. Is what I'm saying.
Right.
It's
It's
not.
definitely a reason.
Yeah.
But my question is this. Okay, so she done came into this relationship, this new relationship with all this baggage. Men do it too. So I ain't just saying her, but I'm talking from a man's perspective. So I'm talking about a woman. But
Mm.
men do it too with women. But you could be done just got into this new situation. And you could be traumatized from the last situation, what I'm saying. Now, is it this new man's job to put up with what you trying to put him through? And sometimes a woman not even doing it consciously. She don't even know she doing it. She not even trying to do it. See, that's the thing about, especially when you're dealing with trauma. You don't know you acting like this because this is a defense mechanism to guard you from hurt. You just got hurt. This other man could have possibly destroyed you. So I understand why your guard's up. I understand why you lashing out. I understand why you sad all the time. Some going through all these things. I understand that, but the question is, should he have to be put up with that? That's what I'm saying. And for how long? Okay, let me ask you this. So if a woman is traumatized real bad, and this man this last man, or some women done been destroyed 5 or 6 times throughout life, and now she meets you, and now you trying your best to bring happiness into her, but it's not working. So should he be her psychiatrist? Should he put up with what she putting down? And then another question is, how long should he have to put up with that? That's what I'm asking you.
Well, I feel like if he go into the situation knowing she had trauma problems, wasn't
Okay,
healed.
but listen, when a man first see that woman, all he know is she beautiful. He don't know nothing about the trauma.
Yeah, but we talking about the way you were talking is like somebody that you have been in a relationship for a significant amount of time.
Well, not necessarily. Okay, so let's rewind. Okay, so you meet this woman. All right. A man is a visual creature. What caught your attention about this woman is her pretty face, her nice breasts, her fat ass. Something visual caught your attention. You don't know nothing about her trauma, whether it was molestation, whether it was a boyfriend. that beat her near to death. Like, you don't know what she been through. All you know is this woman is beautiful to me, and I'm about to go talk to her. So you walk up to her and you talk to her. All right.
Mhm.
And she say, oh, you know what? Okay, boom, I'm gonna give you my number. Y'all exchange number. Y'all start talking. She probably don't feel comfortable telling you, just we're gonna use molestation. She probably don't feel comfortable telling you that happened. You hear me?
Yeah.
Especially early on. So you don't know that. Or just say she been in a relationship with a dude that beat her so bad that he damn near killed her. She probably don't feel like telling you, she probably don't feel comfortable telling you that to begin with. Okay, so but y'all still dealing with each other. You taking her out, y'all fooling around a little bit, maybe. And so y'all creating a bond. You and then early on, you got to understand that anybody can mask that trauma early. You see what I'm saying? Early, you can mask that trauma because you got to understand that you're not around this person all day, every day. Y'all ain't even staying together right now. What y'all doing? Y'all dating. Y'all being around each other in excerpts that so you can mask that. Okay, now feelings done transpired, and now y'all say, well, we're gonna move in together. Now y'all around each other every day, all day. Until y'all at work or whatever. But and now all of this stuff that it started coming out. So that's what I'm saying. Then what?
Well, because of the fact that if it happened like you said it did, and you were thinking with
We
the
just
wrong
speaking.
head, yeah, I know. But if it
Yeah.
happened like you said,
Most
and you
of the time, a man is thinking with the wrong
thinking with
head.
the wrong head, yeah,
In the beginning, in the
in the
beginning,
beginning,
most of the
yeah,
time, yeah.
yeah, then that still don't necessarily make me believe that he have to go through all the trauma and the things that she's endured. I think honestly that man should help her the best way he know how. And when he see that he can't, I think he should just walk away. Because there's some things
Okay,
that she
so
gonna have to deal with her on her own. She needs to be healed.
right.
It's either
Okay,
she's not healed. One thing I've always said is I like to be healed because I don't want to bleed on somebody that didn't cut me. Uh, so that's why it's good to be healed going in a relationship because if you're not, then you are gonna bleed on somebody that didn't cut you. And only that thing that person want to do is love you. But sometimes we as women make that impossible when we dealing with trauma and things of that nature. Not
right.
purposely. It's just that we're
Yeah,
not
that's what I
healed, we're
said.
hurt, we don't trust nobody, a lot of
Right.
anger, a lot of bitterness, a lot of things that done happened, maybe done happened in the past that we still holding on to. And a lot of times, and especially I'm not making anything about race, but especially in the Black community, we don't believe in therapists. We don't think that that's a good thing. And all of the time, it's not a bad thing. Sometimes you have to have help to get to certain things in life, certain trauma, you have to have help to get through it. And it's okay. It's not that you a quack. It's not that you're crazy. It's just that sometimes you're at that breaking point where you need to ask for help. And that may be the only thing that either gonna cause you your sanity or keep you from going overboard. But do a man have to sit there and deal with it? I don't think so. Sometimes we have to love people from a distance. In that situation where you've gotten into something, because you are right, sometimes we can go in it and those things don't show right off. And then once you get to know that person and you with them already, and all of these things start to happen, you feel guilty because for walking away, but then you got to think of your own sanity and your own peace and your own happiness. And if
Right.
she's going to be this person all her life, you don't want to put that, so early off, it's just best to just go on and get out of that situation and part ways and wish her the best, because that's not going to help anybody. It's going to only get worse
And then
in
she
the
gonna
end.
go. Then when you walk away from her, You know, she gonna go on Facebook and just start going off on you every day. You hear me? She gonna call you
If
all
she's
types
going
of
through emotional wreck, she probably will. She probably will. You know, that's what I
yeah, because
said.
we see it because we see it a lot, you know.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, let me
Yeah.
okay. So from a man's perspective, I'm gonna give you another something that could show me that this she might be the one. And I promise you, like this right here is a big one, especially in today's age.
And what's that?
She know how to hold herself accountable, and she know how to allow the man to hold her accountable. If a man, any one of y'all young men seeing this, if you meet a woman that will allow you to hold her accountable and a woman that will hold herself accountable, that's a green flag. That's not a red flag. That's a green flag because in most cases, most women don't want a man to hold them accountable for their bullshit. And then most women don't want to hold themselves accountable for their bullshit because most women are blind to their bullshit. You see what I'm saying? So if a man, and I ain't gonna even just say women, most people today don't want to be held accountable. Don't want to say, well, you was wrong right there. Most people
Yeah.
feel like you attacking them when you say you was wrong right there. Now, me personally, hold me accountable. If this, like I always say, if this is a person that you, and that's what I don't get about people today. I never been married, and that's probably one of the reasons why. Because I see that you say that you want to be with this person for the rest of your life, but you don't give this person no type of real priority in your life. And like if they can't hold you accountable, how can you even say you want to be with them? Like I don't understand that. Like a woman that can't hold me accountable, how can I say that I want to be like I don't like to me, I don't understand that. And that's why I understand why relationships crash and burn like they do because we don't prioritize our significant other. We don't. We prioritize other people way more than we prioritize our significant other. If you ask me.
That's true. That's definitely true.
Another way for me as a man, if I can showcase vulnerability to this woman in these modern times, because see, let me show you something why that's dangerous. You show vulnerability to a woman in today's time, when she get pissed off at you or when y'all break up, she about to let you have it. All that vulnerability you showed her, she about to, that's what she about to do. So no, I'm telling you. So if you meet a woman, I mean, if you meet a woman and she giving you that ability to be vulnerable, and I'm talking about you know this, I think that's a green flag.
That's a green flag.
Yeah, I don't think that's a red flag. I think that's a good sign that okay, she might be the one. I think I think that's a good sign. Like I said, and of course, for a man, loyalty. I think loyalty is a big deal with a man. When I say loyalty, I'm not just saying, okay, don't get my puss up out there in these streets. That a man don't want a woman to be out here fooling around. But when I say loyalty, there's a lot of things that women do and they don't even look at it like it's disloyal. Like we was talking last night, and we was talking about can a woman have a friend guide? So to me, another form of disloyalty is discussing my business with your friend guy. He's not my friend, he's your friend. Mm-hmm. Discussing me with your friend girl. She's not my friend, she's your friend. Why are you see what I'm saying? To me, that's disloyal because you don't know how these people, you mad at me right now and you saying X, Y, Z, but okay, man, you gonna stay together, but you don't know how they gonna feel about this. You see what I'm saying? And you don't know how they gonna use this information. we was talking about Glorilla's sister.
Mm-hmm.
She's saying, you know, fuck my sister. Let me get this $2,500.
Yeah.
So you might be talking, you might be talking to a friend that got the same mind state.
Mhm.
You see what I'm saying? You telling them all this here, and then they got the same. That's what I'm saying. So, if you can find a woman that's truly loyal, I'm talking about all the way around the board. I think that's another green flag to me. That's a good sign that you might be dealing with the one. Do you got any more things that to you that could, you know, say that this might be the one for you?
I look at a lot of stuff. I look at a lot of things. And like I said, mostly actions. I don't believe
Right.
hardly any words unless you can actually make the words and the actions match up. But yet
That's
and
right.
still, I'm not gonna believe the words until I see the action actually
That's
take
right.
place. So
That's right.
there's a lot of things I've done some when I was younger, not so much now that I'm older, but because it's not a good thing to do. But when I was younger and I was trying to find a match or a person that may be compatible, I would
Right.
put you through a lot because I would take you probably through every emotion there was to go through to see your reaction. And that's
On purpose?
actually
You,
sabotage.
you would do that on purpose. So
Yeah.
you probably still do that. You probably still
No,
do that now because it's hard to break habits,
I
man. It's
knew you
hard to
was
break
gonna
a
say
habit.
that. No, I do
I'm
not.
saying,
I
but
knew you was
it's
gonna say
hard to
that.
break a habit though.
It,
As
well,
human being, we creatures of habit. So it's hard to
but
break
habits
habits.
can be
But go
broken,
ahead.
right? But
Yeah, oh,
habits
yeah,
can
yeah,
be
definitely.
broken, right?
Yeah, yes,
Okay.
yes, yes.
Yeah.
Without a
Yeah.
doubt.
But yeah, I would do it on purpose. I'm not no lie. I would try to make them
Okay.
mad to see how they gonna act in anger. That's
Okay.
conniving. I know. I know. I admit it. It's
I mean,
conniving.
but you know what?
It was
And
conniving
I'm gonna
back
say this.
then, but now I'm
But no,
older
no, no,
and
no, 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 no. I'm gonna say this in a way you can look at it like it's conniving, but sometimes I can't really say that because I'm gonna show you something. I play sports, so in order for you to get good at a sport, you got to practice, and when you practice, the practice gets you ready for the game. You see what I'm saying? So
mhm.
you testing them in these particular situations. I can't really say that's conniving. If you want to see how they gonna respond to a certain stimuli, see how they gonna respond to this particular situation. You just pissed them off, so now you want to see how they gonna respond. I can't really just say that's conniving because you do want to see how this person gonna act under certain circumstances. I don't think nothing wrong with that unless you're going too far with it. Because some women, you
No,
know,
I
be
didn't. I mean, I didn't do anything that bad. I mean, the it's just um, maybe how you would push a person further than what you know, just to see how patient they're gonna be, or if they're gonna immediately get angry just off the top. You know, those are things that when I was dealing with trauma, because when you're not healed, you don't trust nobody.
right,
So
right,
it wasn't that I was being evil or trying to hurt somebody on purpose. Is that it was when I was going through my trauma. And so
right,
I didn't trust anybody. I had that guard up and I didn't trust nobody. So your only way to prove to me that you wasn't gonna hurt me that was for me to test you. And now I'm older. I have more discernment. I'm more spiritual. I walk closer with God. So now I leave it up to God to kind of help me lead and guide me into the right direction as far as a mate, because that was kind of childish. Uh,
yeah.
and but
You
like Paul said, sometimes we act as a child when you young, you do childish things. When you come
Right,
away a
right.
man, he said, I put away childish things. So it was kind of childish, but
Well, you done froze. Hit the link and come back up. I like that word that you used though, that word discernment. Because I think that's what's gonna get us over at the end of the day. Discernment.
yeah,
I think discernment. Yeah, I think discernment. The word you just used, discernment, is a powerful word. And if you gotta walk with God, a real walk with God, I think that, and you putting Him first in your choice. Because see, most of the time, since in my life, I didn't put God first when I was making my choice. My dick most of the time made the choice for me, and most of the time I was wrong. So if I put God first and then say, Lord, you help me, or even if I meet a woman and I say, Lord, is this her? And if I got a genuine relationship with God, I think that He will give me discernment to let me know rather, that whether she's the one or not. And me not following the lust of my body, but following my spirit,
that's true.
if that makes sense.
Yeah, it
Um,
definitely makes sense. Yeah. Like I
I'm gonna
said, I
say,
wouldn't.
I'm gonna
Go ahead. Go ahead.
go ahead. No, you go.
Yeah, I said, like as I was saying before, I actually got cut off. I wasn't saying that none of it was the right thing to do. I said I was much younger and much hurter back then, so that's my way of protecting myself. And then I was one of the women that you have to deal. I wasn't that miserable as you were saying that the person that you were talking about was. I wasn't that miserable, but I was that broken, as so to speak. So
See,
it was
sometimes
hard.
broke.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes being broken can lead to being miserable. And
Yeah.
life sometimes life breaks us. Let me say this.
Yeah.
Sometimes
If you're
life can
not
break
strong
you.
enough. Yeah.
Well, now you can be strong. Let me show you something. Being a Navy SEAL, being
Being
a
a
Navy
what?
SEAL, that's a special op. He a special op. Like you got the Army, Navy, Air Force, and Marine. Those are military branches. But then you got the
Mhm.
special ops, like the Green Berets and the Navy SEALs, and what they specialize soldiers. You get what I'm saying?
Mhm.
The regular soldiers, they just soldiers, but then you got the elite specialized soldiers. But those particular soldiers got to be broken. They got to be pushed to the limit, pushed to the brink. They got to be broken. And then, because after you broken, when you heal, even when you work out to get stronger, you got to break your muscles down before you can build those muscles up. And I think, if a person been broken and then they done healed from being broken, I think that right there is a stronger person that never been broken. But if the
Yeah.
person never healed from being broken, see, I'm sure the reason why, because the person that done been broken and then they heal from it, they not gonna be broken again. But a person that never been broken, they can be broken. You get what I'm saying?
Mhm. Yeah. I get
If
what you're
that
saying.
makes sense. But
It makes sense. But
go ahead. No, go ahead.
go ahead. No, you go ahead. Get your style out.
Another thing for me, that I can say that a good sign for me is, do she bring value to my life? Do she add value to my life? If she add value to my life, um, that's a good sign. Because most of the time when you meet somebody that you considering linking up with like that and making them your significant other, a lot of times, to be honest with you, they not there to bring value to your life. They actually there for you to bring value to their life. You see what I'm saying? And I think it should be mutual. I think it should be mutual. So me, I'm the type that I think I'm definitely gonna add value to a woman's life. So if I know I'm gonna add value to her life, she definitely gotta add value to my life. So that'll be a good sign for me to know whether she's the right one if she's adding value to my life.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Because there ain't no more Pretty Woman. You remember that movie?
Yeah, but I think it's still pretty. I think it's still some out there.
Is some men out there that would do that? You say?
Yes, I think so. Believe me. Yes, yes, it is.
No,
Like,
no. These men these days, they want to know what you bring to the table. See, he didn't ask her what she
okay,
was.
but I promise you, I know plenty of men right now that the woman ain't bringing nothing to the table but some pussy. I know, but that's good enough for him. He got the money,
Yeah.
but he crazy about this woman. I know situations like that right now. This woman
Yeah.
to turn up on him in front. This woman to turn up on him in front of everybody. And guess what?
So
He sit there and take it. Salute to the check.
because he already got money, right?
Right.
So is it safe to say what I said was true? That only a man that don't have that kind of money would worry about what a woman gonna bring to the table?
Okay, but still, it still depends because guess what? Some men with money might ask that question. See, that's left up to that particular
Hardly
man. Like
ever.
me,
Hardly ever.
I don't
Because
know because like I said, the modern man, listen, the modern man got a whole lot of more new information about the modern woman now. And then he see the modern woman showing out on social media every day. So he might want to know that. Like you can just scroll and you seeing the modern woman cutting up. So now you done met a woman and I don't see nothing wrong, like, cause like you seeing what's
there's
out
nothing
here.
wrong with it. Oh no, yeah.
But
I'm not
you
saying that there's
seeing what's
something.
out here though. That's like a
Yeah.
woman. Y'all see what's out here because okay. When we was coming up, just say when I was 20 years old, you didn't have social media. So a lot of this stuff was still hidden. You could watch Jerry Springer song, but like now, no, you could just go on TikTok, Facebook all day long. You can see what's going on. This ain't like the women doing what they doing, the men doing what they doing. So you seeing it. So now you saying, well, okay, now I want to settle down and so I want to ask this question. Of course, you got to observe that person and make sure that they living up to it. But if I want to just ask this question, I mean, but I get what you're saying. But if I want to ask that question, I should be able to ask. I should be able to
Oh,
ask any
definitely.
question, and the woman should be able
And
to
the
ask
woman
me any
should be able
question.
to,
You know.
yeah, and they should be. There's got to be that open communication. But I'm just saying, in my experiences and the men that I've dealt with, as far as trying to date, uh, if they were at a certain status in life financially, that question never comes up. Just in my experience now,
And like I
it has
said,
never come up.
guess what? But guess what? Even if I'm broke, I have never asked that question. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Some
yeah.
men just don't. Some men just don't ask that question, and some men, whether they rich or whether they poor, they might want to ask that
They do.
question.
Yeah, they might just
You
want to
know?
know. That's true. And there ain't nothing wrong with the question.
Yeah. Okay. Do you have any more things that could?
No, I don't have any more on that on bringing to the table.
Okay. Well, let me. Well. Let me. I still got some things that could give me an idea whether is she the one? Okay,
Yeah.
I think she gonna choose me consistently. She gonna put forth effort. Cause she like in modern times, like I'm saying, women think the man should be putting forth all the effort.
Mhm.
So if you meet a woman that's consistently choosing you, consistently putting forth effort. And when I say that, of course, I need to be putting forth effort too. So if a woman listening to me now, don't think I'm just saying the woman got to put forth effort. No, everything I'm saying mutual. Okay, but if she's putting forth effort, if she's consistently choosing me, that's a good sign.
That's a
That
good
she
sign. That's a great sign.
that she could possibly be the one, because you got a lot of women that it's gonna be days and sometimes weeks that she ain't putting forth no effort. And you're gonna be feeling like, well, damn,
Yeah.
effort means like effort gonna say a lot. And another thing is, am I growing around her? Am I growing? If I'm growing, that's definitely a big sign. Okay, let me see what they saying in the chat. What attracts men to women is not the same as what attract women to men. Exactly. And that's what I'm
Yeah,
trying to
that's
get
true.
you to. That's
That's
what I'm trying to get you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
See,
definitely true.
so I get what I get what you coming from. I really do, but I'm saying, and that's another thing. When a woman looking, and me, see, I study women. So, but a woman like this, she could say she looking for her a good man. But
Mhm.
she looking at it through the lens of only what she want. She not even taking in consideration what the man want. But you want a good man, and I don't understand that. Like me, I take in consideration what the woman want too. It can't be just based on what I want if I'm trying to be with this woman for the long haul. But see, women are just disregard what the man want, and it's just all based on how I feel and what I want. That's what a lot of women. That's how a lot of women. But they still saying, okay, you want a good man, okay, but you don't know what a good man looking for in a woman though. And then when a good man say what he looking for in a woman, guess what? Oh well, nah, I can't do that. Okay, well you don't even come on. That's just like if you go fishing and you want to catch you a big mouth bass. Let's say you want to catch you a big mouth bass. Okay. If you want to catch a big mouth bass, you got to know what that big mouth bass eat. Just say if that big mouth bass eat crickets or worms, and you go up there with a sneaker bar. So you got the wrong bait. But you expecting to catch a big mouth bass. And women be sitting on the dock of the bay fishing, but you got a sneaker bar on the hook. But the type of man you say you want, he don't want that sneaker bar. He want a cricket or a worm or something. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I think a lot of women miss that. They said it, but what they want. Okay, but what you want? What do he want? That makes a big difference. That's just like me. Okay, I know what I want, but I gotta take into consideration. Okay, I want her. Okay, but now what do she want?
Mm-hmm.
If I can't take that into consideration, how do I think I'm gonna get her? And if I do get her, how do I think I'm gonna keep her? If I'm not even taking into consideration what she want, I don't think it's gonna work. Like that probably ain't gonna work. Cause I'm really doing this for me. I'm not doing it for her. It's just I'm being selfish. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's true. I can agree with that.
That's
I
just,
definitely agree with that.
and
I
like I said,
mean,
if I grow, go ahead.
women, to a certain extent, we do have a form of selfishness at times. We expect a lot out of a man. We don't communicate a lot. We just expect them to know certain things and
See,
without
that's what I'm saying.
communicating.
I
So,
tell any woman I tell any woman I'm dealing with, I'm not a mind reader, so it would behoove you to tell me exactly like, because I'm not a mind reader. And I know a woman think the
no,
man should be a mind reader, but
it's
he's really
because
not.
I feel like women was born with a certain intuition. And so they just think that a man should know, and that's not the case. Uh, they don't know. If you don't tell them, they're not gonna know. So
Right.
that goes back to
But
communication.
that's why I say communication is the key. If you can't communicate, if you can't say exactly what's on your mind, I mean, that probably ain't gonna work. And most of the time, we don't say what's really on our mind. We just say all the politically correct things. That's what we normally do.
Yeah, because okay, just say something is bothering you that you want to tell your significant other. The something that is bothering you probably gonna hurt their feelings.
Right.
And so a lot of times to keep from hurting their feelings, you just walk around with whatever is bothering you because you don't want to hurt their feelings.
And that's a slow death for the relationship a lot of time.
Yeah,
So
it
for
is.
me, I tell any woman that I'm dealing with, no, go ahead on and hurt my feelings. I can get over it. Believe me. I done already, when I lost my mama and I lost my grandmama, those were like two of the most hurting feelings I ever felt. So I'm gonna get over whatever it is, but yeah, just be straight up with me now. Now with me, the times that I done been straight up with the woman and came straight up and told her, like, hey, every time it's the truth, but guess what? That's another thing.
I know what your next words are gonna be.
Come on with it. Let me hear you. Because you
Say
might be right.
women don't want to be told the truth.
Hate the truth. Hate the truth. Hate the truth. I promise you, women would rather lie. They'll rather take that lie, that sweet lie. They'll rather take that sweet lie. I promise you. I'm telling you, it's just too many times I've seen it with my own eyes. And then when you get caught in the sweet lie, guess what? Now she mad. But if you did, any young man listening to me right now, I'm gonna tell you something.
Don't you
I
tell
would
them.
advise you, huh?
Don't
No,
you
listen,
tell
any young man that's listening to the words that's coming out of my mouth, let me tell you something. Now, coming from Timbo, I would advise you to be truthful to that woman. But I'm gonna tell you this: it's gonna come with some strife 9 times out of 10 if you truthful with her. Now, if you lie to her, it's gonna come with way less strife because even when she catch you in that lie, she'll forgive you before she forgive you for that truth that hurt her. Because the truth hurt a woman way more than a lie do. Boy, I just said something. Listen,
I knew
the
that was
truth.
coming.
I'm just being real based on what I seen, and I'm not talking about all women, but we talking about culture. When I talk, I'm talking about what the culture is showing because most people follow the culture. Most people not following God. Most people are
Yeah.
following the culture. So if you can study the culture, you pretty much know what you get 9 times out of 10. Now, that's why I tell people I am in the culture, but I'm not of the culture. So I'm an outlier. This ain't, yeah, it's gonna be a little different. But yeah, I would still tell any man though that, any young man, look, tell her the truth. Now she gonna be mad at you, and it's gonna be a lot of spite after that, but you still standing in truth though. Don't lie to her. I'll tell any man, if you can't, do not lie to her. She might hate you for telling her the truth, but your truth on the grand scale of things, God, even if she don't respect you for it, God gonna respect you for your truth.
Yeah.
The universe gonna respect you for your truth. So speak your truth and stand in your truth, and a woman should do the same thing. I want the woman, look, don't say, well, it's gonna hurt you. No, come on and hurt me. Cause I might need that right there to help make me better. And if you my woman, that's what your truth, like I told you, my grandma used to whoop my ass, but I know that woman loved me. Cause whenever I needed something, guess what? She'll spend her last to get me that.
Mm-hmm.
Huh? Whatever she had, look, whatever she needed to do to make our lives easier, she did that. But when you bullshitting, she gonna hold you accountable. That's why accountability is a big thing for me. And even when she whooped my ass, yeah, it hurt it. It hurt it, but guess what? I know it was coming from a good place, and I know I done fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
So if she's holding me accountable, because she done already told me don't do this, and then now you go and do it anyway. So that's what I'm saying. Sometimes that hurt is necessary. Sometimes that hurt necessary, but don't nobody want to hurt, and I get that. But how you gonna learn? How you gonna learn in order to grow? Sometimes you gotta hurt in order to grow. That's just like the truth, you know.
Yeah, it is the truth.
Let's see who is this? What do you say? I'm confronting. Well, I'm gonna put it up on the screen. I don't know what you're saying, fam, but but do you have anything? Do you have anything else? Like a good something that could let you know that this might be the one.
No, I don't.
You don't?
No. I was trying to read that comment it was right in front of my
Okay,
screen. But
there it is. There it is.
yeah,
Huh?
I can't read it. Yeah, I don't know what it
Okay.
says.
Okay, bro. It'll be all right.
It's going way
So
too fast.
now let me throw a few things out here to any young man that's listening. That because
Mm-hmm.
I just gave some things that I look for that could help me know whether this might be the one. And the things that I said, they not foolproof, but they do give you some type of structure to how you choose your woman. But as far as women go, if you're a young man, I could tell you some things, from my mistakes in relationships and from things that I done just studied, what women looking for. And Crystal, you can chime in and, tell me whether I'm correct or whether I'm wrong. But some of the things, I think women want to feel, because women are emotional creatures. So I think women want to feel emotionally safe. I think women want to know that the man is consistent. I think that a woman want to know that the man is capable of protecting her if need be, and providing for her if need be. Even though we live in the modern age and most women are able to provide for themselves, but I'm saying if need be, I think a woman will want to know that this man could provide for her. I think that a woman want to definitely know whether this man got direction in life. You know what I'm saying? Like he got some type of motion. He got some. I think a woman can respect that.
Yeah.
I think a woman want to know that, and then I'm talking about a real woman. I'm not talking about like a girl masquerading as a woman. I think a woman also want to know whether this man can handle conflict properly. I think a real woman gonna want a man that got conflict resolution skills.
Mm-hmm.
I think those some things that a woman look for. What do you agree with that? And you can add something on to that, or you can say that
No, those are good. I agree. I agree with all of those. Yeah,
you agree with all of them.
yeah, I agree with all of those. That's definitely some of the things that, a woman wants. Most women, most, uh, well, we are in a different, we're living in a different time now, but
Definitely.
average woman is pretty simple.
No, the average woman very complex. The average man is very simple. You can get an average man a
We
six
can
pack
be
of beer
simple.
and put it
We can be simple as well.
some, but when we talking about just on average, the average woman want this, she want that, then now she looking over there, she looking. The average man, you can give him a six pack of beer and put the football game on, and he the happiest motherfucker on earth.
Maybe so, but women
I'm
not
just
as
getting, but
are
the
as
woman,
yeah, go ahead.
okay. No, you go ahead.
I said we're not as difficult as, we're made out to be. This, a woman just if you find a man that know how to make a woman happy, I promise you,
It
she's
ain't too
gonna
many
be.
men that know how. It ain't too many men that know how to do that.
You don't think so?
I'm gonna tell you, I know so. Listen to me, Kristen. This I'm being honest. And when I say this once again, I always gotta say this because women will hear you and they'll be like, "Oh, you just you." No, I'm not talking about all women, but like I said, I'm talking about the culture that we live in right now and what's being put out in our face every day, all day. This is what I'm talking about. Of course, you're not talking about all women, but
Mhm.
to make a woman happy, I'm talking about sustained happiness. That's hard. Ain't too many men know how to do that. I'm gonna tell you the only man the man that I know that could do that consistently, and it's an illusion though. He's just sell a woman an illusion, and that's a pimp. The good men, the good hardworking men, a woman can't she gonna handle him at the end of the day. She already feel like he a low life. He average. That's why these women going up there paying Chris Brown. These women got whole men, got husbands, some of them. They paying Chris Brown $2,500, $1,500 just to take a picture with him, just to hug him.
The devil
But you
is
got a
a lie.
man that, huh?
I said the devil is a lie.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. Not you. Okay, not you. But
Yeah,
what
I
I'm
know. I've
saying is
seen it. I've
this.
seen it. I've seen a
Yes. So
lot of it.
okay, so this is what I'm saying. This what you got to deal with. This is what you got to deal. You don't have to deal with that. You're gonna have to deal with men that's doing what we doing. But a man got to deal with these type of things. And so a woman that's doing it, trying to do it the right way, she don't understand why a man saying what I'm saying now. Why he saying that? But sweetheart, I know you see what I see. You be on social media just like me. You go out into the world just like me, and you see what's going on, but you will still try to be like, well, I don't see that. How? And then guess what? I noticed this about women. They'll say, "Oh, I don't know what you talking about," but let her brother that she crazy about get with one of them type of women. Or watch this. Let her daddy that she crazy about that ain't with her mama no more get with one of them type of women. And she ready to, yeah, she'll tell the truth then, you hear me? That's when a woman will tell the truth when that woman is involved with one of her loved ones, like her brother, her son, or her daddy. That's when everyone, and she didn't, if one of them guys there, her son, her brother, or her daddy that she loved, let one of them be dealing with one of these type of women and see how she turn up on them. She'll tell the truth about a woman then. But when a man just speaking about women in general and it ain't got nothing, it ain't hitting close to her home, I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, I know you don't, but if let your son and you know that, Crystal, let a woman's son get with one of these, type of women. She gonna be telling him, no, you don't fool with her. That girl ain't shit. You hear me?
Yeah.
Then it's cool to do it because she don't want to see her son hurt. Or she don't want to see her brother hurt. She don't want to see her daddy get hurt by this woman.
Well, that's
Because women look at it like men can't be hurt because we got to be so macho and all this. But when it come to one of her loved ones, one of the men in her family, yeah, then she gonna tell the truth, and she ain't gonna want to go for it then. Do you agree with that? Or no?
I agree with the part that she's gonna get defensive when it comes to a family member. I agree with that part.
I know it.
But it's
I
not
see that
her
all the time.
problem. Before then, it's not her problem. Why is it her problem to worry about before then?
Okay, but see, this what I'm saying. So like me, that's why I try to be unbiased and I try to give good information because like I said, and then it ain't even really for the grown people because I already know the grown people got it figured out. I don't give a fuck if they done failed at it 100,000 times. They still gonna stick to that same script because insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over and you know, thinking you're gonna get a different result. You're not gonna get a different result. You're gonna get the same result. The only way you're gonna get a different result is if we change the way we go about it. And that's for men and women. That's for men and women. I'm not on here to put women down, but if a woman if she says she want a good man and she listens to what I'm saying, okay, like I'm giving you the bait. I'm giving you say you want to sit on the bank, you want to catch you a fish. I'm telling you how, but you a woman, you thinking from a woman's perspective. You only thing you thinking about is what you want. You're not studying what that man want. What that man want, only thing that most women gonna get that man what he want. And then after a while, she gonna start pulling back on that, and that's the pussy. And after a while, she gonna weaponize the pussy, and now, oh, I'm mad. Go get on the couch. All kinds of shit. You see what I'm saying? I'm mad. I ain't gonna give you no pussy for a month. So men got to put up with these things, and then when hey, I'm trying to give women some real information. If they say I'm lying, okay, continue to do it that way. And then, hey, like me, it's certain women that I follow on social media, and they be talking about what women want. So why, if I say I want a good woman, I'm a man. I don't know what a woman really want. So it would behoove me to listen to a woman to say this is what we looking for. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
This is what we looking for in a man. Now I'm not saying I'm gonna be able to give her everything because you know women say I just want to be happy, and then like I said,
so you saying we throwing out the wrong bait?
in most cases, because like I'm saying, when you say a good man, the only thing that is a good man for real, to be honest with you, is a man of God. And when I say that, I'm not talking about religion. I'm not talking about going to church. I'm talking about a man who actually reverence the Most High God, a man who actually try to align his life with the will of the Most High God. And a lot of time they look differently, right? But if a woman pay close attention, because you might say, like with me, a woman might say, well, nigga, you cuss, or you say nigga. But if you around me, you're gonna see that I exhibit the fruits of the spirit. I'm talking about within my heart. I'm not talking about the outer appearance, because you can be, you know what I'm saying, you can check all the boxes on the outside, but on the inside, your heart full of dead man bone. So it does you no good at that point. But on the outside, you going to church 5 times a week. You going to the parent teacher thing. You're doing all the things. You all in the community. You know what I'm saying? You're doing all the things. You're checking all the boxes on the outside, but on the inside, you know, jealousy, envy, strife, greed, slothfulness. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
most women gonna say they want a good man, but they're not gonna say they want a man of God.
Yeah, that's true. That's the
And when they
last
say
thing
a good,
lot of women are looking for.
right, that's what I'm saying. Most women are not gonna say that they want a man of God. Most men are not gonna say that they want a woman of God.
Yeah.
They're just gonna say good. And then when you say good, they defining that they self. They saying what's good. So
Yeah.
some women, to some women, a good man might be okay, you go work and then you all week and then you bring the check home to me and let me do what I want to do with the check. That might be a good man to certain women. You see what I'm saying? Everybody
Yeah.
got their own definition of a good man or a good woman, but like I said, it's all about if you really want a good man or you really want a good woman, you're really looking for a person that's trying to align themselves with the will of the Most High. And like I said, that's gonna look differently to each one of us, because that's unique. Your personal walk with God is unique to you.
Mhm.
You can't base it upon the expectation and the demands of others.
No,
You know.
definitely not.
So me, I'm a journeyman, and my walk with the Most High, you know, I'm learning every day. I'm growing every day. I'm a work in progress. So I'm not on this internet trying to act like I'm more than what I am. I am a work in progress. So if you see me now and you see me 5 years from now, hey, I can't be the same person because I'm moving forward in the name of progress, you know?
Hmm. That's true.
But with that being said, we're gonna let Crystal Diamond say what she got to say to end this thing, and I'm gonna play a few songs, and we're gonna get up out of here because we done did over 2 hours because we did over an hour the first time, and now we over an hour again. So, Miss Crystal Diamond, what you want to leave the people with?
I just want to say good night and that I have enjoyed being on the show. And, just in everything to get in, just let God be the center of male, female, or whatever have you. Just let God be the center of it. You can't never go wrong there. You know,
Right.
that is the way. So especially, in making important decisions as far as who you're gonna spend your life with, because it could be a life or death situation. So just make sure you
That
let God lead you into whatever you do.
I
That's
agree with that 100%. And y'all, so I ain't gotta say nothing else because I like how you ended that for real though. So with that being said, all praises, all honor, all glory to the Most High God. And I'm gonna leave y'all with a few songs and salute.
I was drifting, no anchor, no light, just shadows on my pillow and battles every night. Then you showed up quiet, didn't knock, didn't speak. You just looked in my eyes and touched places too deep. I ain't never begged no soul to stay, but you sat in my silence, made the pain fade away. Yeah. You found a home in my heart when no one dared to go. You lit a fire in the dark, made the cold start to glow. You held my ghost like they were art. You didn't run when I fell apart. Now I bleed love in every part, 'cause you found a home in my heart. I was guarded, built my walls, stone and steel, but you read every scar like they were poems you could feel. You kissed my shame like it was holy ground. Said you ain't broken, baby, you just never been found. Now I sleep softer and I dream loud. You took my soul and wore it proud, yeah. You found a home in my heart when no one dared to go. You lit a fire in the dark, made the cold start to glow. You held my ghost like they were art. You didn't didn't run when I fell apart. Now I bleed love in every part. 'Cause you found a home in my heart. You didn't just love me, you saw the wall and still stayed. You didn't just hold me, you walked through my pain unafraid. You made space for my chaos, you fed light to my roots. And now every breath I take tastes like truth. You found a home in my heart, where the damage used to live. You turned my scars into stars, taught me how to forgive. You saw the storm and made it art, stayed when the night tore me apart. Now I don't know where you end or I start. 'Cause you found a home in my heart. Yeah, you did. And I ain't letting you go. You ain't just in my life.
I know, I know, I know, I know, I know, I know.
Yeah, I know, I know. Yeah, girl, you love me through the thunder, through the rumble in my chest. Through the nights I came on silent, trying to hide how I was stressed. You saw the cracks inside my armor, saw the boy beneath the man. Held my shaking dirty fingers, said, baby, I still understand. You ain't never judged my past, you ain't shrink from where I'm from. Used to talk through every shadow like my moon beside the slum. You the hymn behind my heartbeat, you the calm inside my fear. And when the world talked cold about me, you whispered, I'm still here. Loving me ain't easy, girl, but you stayed anyway. Held me when my nights got cold, prayed my demons away. You saw the good inside the crime, the king inside the pain. Loving me ain't easy, girl, you love me just the same. You kept my heart from breaking, kept my soul from going straight. Through every storm that hit my life, you never walked away. You saw a future in a man the streets was trying to claim. Loving me ain't easy, girl, you love me just the same. I know, I know, I know, I know, I know, I know. Hey. I know, I know, I know, I know, I know, I know. Hey. I know, I know, I know, I know, I know, I know. Hey. I know, I know, I know, I know. You lifted me when I was sinking, when my hope was turning thin. Told me, baby, God ain't finished, he ain't done with you again. You prayed over all my demons, washed the dirt right off my name. Said my soul was worth restoring, even drowning in my shame. You took a wretched, broken street, do rap them tight and gospel light. Turn my violence into silence, turn my wrong into the right. Girl, your love is like a sermon, like a choir in my veins. You've been loyal through the chaos, you've been shelter in my pain. Loving me ain't easy, girl, but you stayed anyway. Held me when my nights got cold, prayed my demons away. You saw the good inside the grime, the king inside the pain. Loving me ain't easy, girl, you love me just the same. You kept my heart from breaking, kept my soul from going straight. Through every storm that hit my life, you never walked away. You saw a future in a man the streets was trying to claim. Loving me ain't easy, girl, you love me just the same. I know, I know, I know, I know, I know, I know. Hey. I know, I know, I know, I know, I know, I know. Hey. I know, I know, I know, I know, I know, I know. Hey. Yeah, I know, look, I know, I know, I would crack like the pavement, where the addicts are waiting. But you patched up my fragrance, now my passion awakening. And from the track where we caging, to your lap where I'm saving. You my map out the mazes, you my path through the blazing. I was raising the razor's edge, deadly decision. Dodging cages, evading feds, heavily sinning. But your prayer gave my face some legs, steady ascension. Now my head and my halo stretch, heavenly tension. Authentic love, yeah, I feel it in my chest. When the lights cut off, they still stand next. They don't fuck with me, cause they stuck with me. Nah, they cool with me, cause they truly see my heart. Whole world turn cold, try to bury my name. They still riding with me through the fire and flames. Authentic love, no cap, no front. They don't leave when it hurt, that's authentic love. I
fake, fake quick when the rain start pouring. Real stay quiet, still here in the morning. They don't need a spotlight, don't need a reward. They just wanna see me eat, wanna see me evolve. They call when I'm low, not just when I'm lit. Sit with my silence, don't rush my shit. They know all my scars, still don't flinch. Love me imperfect, no terms, no switch. When my name in the mud and the lies circulate, they don't ask for receipts, they already know my face. Same ones with me when my pockets was thin. Now the bag get heavy, still the same grin. Authentic love, yeah, I feel it in my chest. When the lights cut off, they still stand next. They don't fuck with me, cause they stuck with me. Nah, they cool with me, cause they truly see my heart. Whole world turn cold, try to bury my name. They still riding with me through the fire and flames. Authentic love, no cap, no front. They don't leave when it hurt, that's authentic love. They defend me in rooms I'll never step in. Speak my truth when I ain't even present. No envy in their eyes when I finally shine. They clap like it's theirs, cause my win is they win. They tell me the truth even when it's thin. Rather hurt me with love than lie for convenience. They ain't gotta agree, but they stand on respect. If the world throws stones, they protect my neck. I was broken, depressed, trying to find my way out. They ain't just my fault, just help me get up. Everybody fake loyal when the story look good, but authentic love stay misunderstood. Authentic love, yeah, authentic love, yeah, I feel it in my chest. When the lights cut off, they still stand next. They don't fuck with me, cause they stuck with me. No, they cool with me, cause they truly see my heart. Whole world turn cold, try to bury my name. They still riding with me through the fire and flames. Authentic love, no cap, no front. They don't leave when it hurt, that's authentic love. If the world hate me, would you still stay? If I lose everything, would you walk away? You show me love ain't loud, it's quiet and tough. You didn't save me, you stay with me while now I move different cause I know who I got. I don't fear betrayal, I've been through the plot. I keep my circle small like a prayer at night. Every face in my corner, earned a stripe. I don't need applause, I don't need a crowd. Just a few real souls when it get real loud. With my back to the wall and my faith feel thin. They remind me who I am, not who I've been. Authentic love gave me breath in my lungs. When I couldn't love myself, they held me up. No condition, no contract, no cloud, no act. If the whole world turned on me, still right. That's authentic love.